Just having that extra bit of power. Great fight. Great. Like, I'm so happy for Joe. It's been a crazy 48 hours, and I don't sure many would have put up with it. You know what I mean? The chaos of turning up to the press conference, finding out off the social media that that Daniel Dubois was sick. We didn't know whether we had a fight or not. And in the space of 15 minutes, decide on fighting Dubois, turn around, and then it's announced to us that it's been announced he's fighting Dubois. Then Dubois to fly all this way. It's just been a crazy.
Andy Lee couldn't hide his excitement as he looked back on Joseph Parker's win. It was a crazy 48 hours full of uncertainty, last-minute changes, and pure chaos. No one could have guessed what Parker's team had to go through. Imagine arriving at the press conference only to find out through social media that Daniel Dubois was out due to illness. The whole fight seemed uncertain, but within 15 minutes, a new opponent was confirmed, and Parker had to adjust instantly. No time for a new strategy, no perfect plan, just instinct and a champion's mindset. Despite the chaos, Lee was thrilled for Parker, praising his focus and ability to adapt under extreme pressure. The fight was tough, but Parker pushed through and won. When the odds were against him, he delivered like a true champion. Moments like these build legacies, and Parker just proved once again why he belongs at the top of the heavyweight division.
He wanted the biggest challenge. Joe. And look, it's easy in reflection now, but everyone before this, I've read all the comments, and I started to doubt my decision. But I read all the comments, and everyone said it was crazy for Joe to take this fight.
Joseph Parker's mindset is sharper than ever. He's ready for any challenge, no matter who stands in front of him. After dominating his last few opponents, he's not just winning, he's making statements. Every fight sends a message to the division. He's coming for the top. Saudi Arabia was just the stage where Parker proved his dominance. But don't mistake his gratitude for weakness. His hunger for competition keeps growing. The bigger the challenge, the more he thrives. The real question is, who will step up and face him next? Parker has shown he can handle anything, and with every win, his confidence soars. Will someone finally take the risk? Or will the division keep avoiding the inevitable? The clock is ticking. Who's next?
I want to fight again very soon. Give me a week off, 2 weeks off, and I'm back at it again.
Is the Daniel Dubois fight something that you still want to revisit as well?
He's the champion of the world. I like to fight him. Usyk's the champion of the world. I like to fight him. And I think we do deserve it.
Joseph Parker is on a mission, and nothing is stopping him. Fresh off a dominant win, he's already calling out the champions, hungry for the next challenge. No time to relax, no time to rest. He's ready to step into the ring again, and this time, it's for the title. With fire in his eyes and hunger in his heart, Parker isn't just after belts. He's coming for the crown. And after his last fight, who can say he hasn't earned it? He's battled the best, overcome every challenge, and proven he belongs at the top. Now, there's only one thing left: his shot at championship gold. But here's the real question. Will the champions step up, or will they avoid the storm Parker is bringing? The clock is ticking, and the division knows what's coming. The heavyweight scene is changing, and Parker is right in the middle of it. He's not here for a paycheck. He's here to build his legacy, take on the best, and prove once and for all that he belongs with the greats. The fans are ready. The division knows what's at stake. Now the only question is, will the fight happen? Because one thing is certain, we deserve this fight.
One? Yes, you won.
Okay.
You want to fight Daniel Dubois next?
Yes, I wanna.
Will that happen?
What?
Will it happen next?
Good, one question.
What did you make?
Oleksandr Usyk didn't hold back. He's ready for the challenge. When asked about a possible fight with Joseph Parker, Usyk didn't hesitate. No avoiding the question, no second thoughts, just pure confidence from a champion. The heavyweight division has never been more exciting. The top contenders are closing in, and Parker has made it clear he's here to stay. But the big question is, Will this fight happen? Or will Parker have to wait his turn? With so much going on in the division, timing is everything. Will boxing politics slow this fight down? Or will we finally see two of the best heavyweights clash in a battle that could shake up everything? One thing is for sure. Usyk isn't backing down, and neither is Parker.
You asked me about Bacoli, and I told you what I felt about him. And I felt that, I felt that Martin, who very bravely took the fight at short notice, obviously got well paid, but it was Joe's night, and Joe took the fight and that opportunity in style and delivered in the big.
Frank Warren made it clear. Joseph Parker owned that ring. While Martin Bacol deserves respect for stepping in on short notice, this was Parker's moment to shine. He didn't just win, he dominated, taking control from the first bell and proving his skill and determination. Warren watched as Parker put on a masterclass, showing exactly why he belongs in the world title conversation. With every win, Parker raises the stakes, and now the entire boxing world is watching. The big question remains, will he finally get his long-awaited title shot, or will the division keep delaying the inevitable?
He was supposed to get it tonight, and he will get it, 100%. And I'm rooting for him to become two-time champion of the world. It's not an easy feat. It's one thing, like, he was there, he was on the door of it today, in terms of with the Dubois fight, but it shows you how tough it is. It ain't just like, how good are you? It's the stars have got to align. Just to get that champion in the ring takes a bit of luck as well. So I'm sure his time will come.
Anthony Joshua's confidence in Joseph Parker is clear. He's backing him to become a two-time world champion. Joshua knows better than anyone that reaching the top isn't just about skill. It's about timing, opportunity, and making the most of every moment. He saw Parker push Dubois to the limit and believes it's only a matter of time before he gets another shot. The road to the top is never easy, but Joshua's faith in Parker says a lot. It's not a question of if, but when. The heavyweight division better be ready, because Parker's hunger and potential are undeniable.
Joseph Parker now, we don't know if he's going to have that fight with Daniel Dubois, if Dubois goes into an Usyk rematch next. What do you want to see?
I want to see that fight. I think it's going to be a great fight.
Parker Dubois?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a great fight.
Who you got?
Who do I got? The best man. But right now, Daniel Dubois is the top man right now. He's the man that's holding the belt. So Parker has to come good. And Parker has the ability.
Anthony Joshua's confidence in Joseph Parker is undeniable. He's backing Parker to become a two-time world champion. And he knows exactly what it takes to get there. Joshua has been through wars, faced the toughest opponents, and understands that being a champion isn't just about skill. It's about timing, luck, and grabbing the right opportunity. He's seen Parker come close before, especially in his fight with Daniel Dubois, and he firmly believes Parker's time is coming. The road to the top is never easy, but Joshua's belief in Parker says a lot. This isn't just talk. Joshua knows Parker has the hunger, the power, and the mindset to make it happen. The real question now is, will Parker get his shot sooner, rather than later? The heavyweight division is more unpredictable than ever. But one thing is certain, Parker isn't backing down, and when his moment comes, he'll be ready to take it all.
And it was never remotely a contest. Joseph Parker did what he had to do, and fair play to him, and looked good in the process. But Bacoli shouldn't have been in.
But should they be putting Parker in with Dubois now? In a few months' time, he'd sustained no damage at all. Why don't they remake that fight? Because that. If poetic justice was served, that's what Parker deserves.
Absolutely. Lennox Lewis is watching closely to see Joseph Parker's next move, especially after his dominant win. The big question now is, will Parker get his shot at Daniel Dubois, or will Dubois go straight into a rematch with Oleksandr Usyk? Either way, Lewis sees a Parker versus Dubois fight as one that could shake up the heavyweight division. While he respects Dubois as the current champion, Lewis doesn't hesitate to praise Parker's skill and potential. He believes Parker has what it takes to beat Dubois, but he also knows the heavyweight division is filled with dangerous challengers. The road ahead won't be easy, but one thing is clear. The division is heating up, and Parker is right in the middle of it. Meanwhile, Derek Chisora didn't hold back when criticizing how Parker's last opponent was treated. He couldn't believe a fighter was expected to compete after a brutal 24-hour flight. While Parker had been training for months, Chisora made it clear. This wasn't just unfair, it was completely wrong. The lack of preparation turned the fight into a mismatch, and he didn't mince words in calling it out. When one fighter has months to prepare, and the other barely has time to recover, the integrity of the sport is at risk. Boxing is about skill, not survival, and Chisora's frustration is shared by many.